All right, we have a new tornado warning that was just issued for that storm that we've been watching east of Homa right now, where we were seeing that rotation that we were looking at earlier. So now we are starting to see that moving up towards the northeast and that rotation becoming concerning to us. So right now, this is east of Lockport. We'll see that move up just to the south of Bayou Gauche and then up towards the west bank. So like Nikandra was saying, if you're on the west bank right now, you're in the very northern end of this tornado warning, but these storms are moving extremely quickly. They're moving around 35 to 40 miles an hour. So we are going to see this quickly end up in the northern end of this tornado warning. So just to the north is Marrero, Belle Chase, and we are going to see this continue to move in that direction. So if you are on the west bank, you want to keep an eye out on this storm, but right now it is just to the south of Bayou Gauche. We will see that moving across the road here. Let's see if we can get a road name there. Looks like it is just to the east of Lockport right now, where we're seeing that rotation and that shear rate. Now, it's not great from what we were seeing earlier in the day, but like Nikandra was saying, this is very far away from the radar. So we are still seeing that area of shear. That's that rotation where it's most likely that there might be a tornado. And let's take a look at the debris. We're not really getting any debris traction here where that rotation is, but this tornado warning is all the way up to the west bank. So if you're on the west bank, you are just on the edge of this new tornado warning. We are going to see this continue to move towards the northeast. So this is in effect until 3:45. So that includes St. Charles and parts of Jefferson. And let's track out that timing. So like I said, this is moving very, very quickly. All of these storms today have been moving fast towards the northeast. Now, we can't really get any cities included in our track right now, so we might have about 30 to 40 minutes to go before this makes it to the west bank, maybe even a little less time than that. You can see on that newest run, it just moved a little bit farther towards the northeast. We just got a new notification. Let's see what that is. Looks like we have a marine warning for the lake, so we don't have anything else going down on the south shore right now. We're mostly just watching for this tornado warning. So like I said, that velocity is actually starting to strengthen here. The last time we looked at that wasn't looking too great. Now we're starting to get a little bit of a nice rotation there compared to where we were looking at before this was warned. So you definitely can see we have those gray colors. We're watching those lighter greens and whites, and right in the middle of there, that's where we're worried about the chance for that tornado formation. So I'll take a circle around that and see if we can get any indications that we might have something on the ground. This is not a confirmed tornado warning right now. It is just radar indicated. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. And if you look at that latest run, what we were just looking at was shear. It was just light greens. Now we're starting to get some of those reds in there as well. So this is just north of Valentine. And Cutoff as well. So this is going to continue to move up towards the northeast. It looks like it might go over the water as well there just south of Bayou Gauche. So we will continue to watch for this rotation. Let's see if we can get anything debris wise. Right now this is over the marsh for the most part. We're not really seeing it interacting with anything. We don't have a lot of debris detection going on. Oh, there's that latest run though. You probably just noticed that. I can play that through as well. Right before, we weren't really seeing much right there, and then on this latest run, we're starting to see some yellows within that tornado warning. So we are getting a really good indication of that shear now that we're starting to match that up with some light colors there. If you're in Camaradel, then you do want to take shelter right now. This is not impacting Bayou Gauche at the moment. You are not in this tornado warning, but Estelle, you are also in the northern part of the tornado warning. So I'll zoom out. This is moving very quickly. You can see I'll circle where that rotation is that we are worried about right there. So now almost halfway through the tornado warning already as that heads toward the northeast. So we're really going to want to focus on this because it is including parts of the west bank up to the north. So I'll take a track up there and show you where this is heading. So Marrero, you are right on the northern end of this warning, as well as Avondale and Estelle. So if you are in those areas, I would suggest getting to your safe place right now. Even though this is far away from you down to the southwest in that tornado warning, it's a very long warning, you are still included in that threat. We're going to see this storm make its way towards you, and we're getting a really good indication of that hook, and that is what we look for tornado formation. So we'll take another look here at reflectivity. You can see where that hook is located. I'll take a circle to it right there. That's what we're looking at for the chance for tornado formation. That little inflow notch right there, that's where it's most likely that that tornado is forming. We're seeing that rotation matching up there as well, and we're also seeing that ball of debris in that circle as well. So where you're seeing those yellows, that's where we might have that debris being lofted. We can tell that because all of this red is just that uniform rainfall that we've been seeing. And then in that yellow there, that might be things like tree branches or pieces of shingles or things like that that are not uniform in shape getting lofted into the air. So we'll continue to watch this. It is moving up towards the northeast right now, and we are going to see that impacting the West Bank in just a little bit. So if you are in Estelle, if you're in Avondale, you want to make sure that you're in your safe place right now. This is headed for Marrero. And even uptown, I would just be aware of what's going on the West Bank. We are seeing this strong storm. Now I'm going to take it up to the north again. It looks like that tornado warning that we were watching has expired. So it's been canceled. So that's been canceled. That's good news for our friends in Pearl River County. We are not worried about that anymore. We just have that flash flood warning in effect. We're still seeing very strong storms over the lake right now, but what we're really concerned about is this tornado warning down to the southeast of New Orleans right now. So this is making its way up towards the northeast. Parts of the West Bank are included in this tornado warning. Now Bayou Gauche not included. This is just to the south of you. John Lafitte not included. This is just to your north. Anywhere in between there, though, we are seeing this rotation. It's matching up very well with our debris detection. So this is indicating that there might be a tornado on the ground in this area. So now the debris detection not looking so good. We're still seeing some yellows there, but it is about to head over. What road is that, Nakanda? Let's see if we can get it to pop up here. Can't get it to populate on here, but we are seeing that about to head through
north of 1.
Camerdell.
And then that's going to be headed towards the parish line and then towards 90.
All right, so yeah, if you are traveling on 90, that's in the northern part of this warning, but we are going to see this storm system continue to push up towards the north. So we'll look at reflectivity once again, and you can see that notch. That's what we're worried about here, right in that little storm system where we're seeing a little bit of a notch there. That's where the most likely area for that tornado is, and that is matching up very well with our shear rate. This is a really good image of where that tornado might be right now. So you can see where those reds are. That's where that strongest rotation is. That's where we're seeing those winds spinning very quickly, and that is matching up with that debris that we're seeing as well. We have those yellows. That means things are being lofted into the air. And if you are located in this tornado warning, we do want to make sure that you get to the safe space in your house. Put that severe weather plan into place. Go to the most interior part of your house, the most interior room that you can, and get away from those windows because you are going to see this strong storm move through. This is tornado warned. Now, we don't have a confirmed tornado, it's just radar indicated, but we are getting all of the signs that this tornado could certainly, or this storm could certainly produce a tornado. So this includes southeastern St. Charles Parish. We're looking at Lafourche Parish and Jefferson Parish as well. So if you are located in any of those areas, make sure that you are taking shelter from Avondale down to Estelle and Woodmere as well. Marrero, you are just to the north of this, but like I've been saying, you're starting to see that rainfall. We're getting that lighter rain, but we're going to have that heavier rain start to move in very quickly. This is moving up towards the northeast, and you will be starting to see those stormier conditions very soon. And you're not going to be able to see this tornado. If there is a tornado on the ground, it's going to be rain wrapped. We're going to continue to see that throughout this evening as well. So we want to make sure that you are not trying to get out there and see these storms or take pictures, even though we do want that confirmation. We just want to make sure you're in your safe space right now. So we are getting a little bit of another area of rotation over towards Raceland and Lockport. Now that's not as strong as what we're seeing inside this tornado warning, so we're more concerned here south of Bayou Gosh, but this is also moving towards the West Bank and Marrero, so we have that concern as well. Let's see if we can get our timing box all the way extended up to the West Bank now. Now we can. So Wagaman, Estelle, Harahan, you have until 3:54 before the storm makes it to you. So that's about 30 minutes. It might be a little bit less than that. It's moving very, very quickly. So if you're located in any of those areas, make sure that you take the time to get to your safe place right now, because we are seeing this tornado warned storm headed towards you. So now we can take it over to Nicondra. She can take an overview of what's going on. I don't think we have anything else in effect right now that we're watching. It's just this tornado warning.
Yeah, that's the area